tell you that these are some of the principles that I think can lead the state in a different direction when it comes to education. I know that you're frustrated because I've heard from you. I mean, I have had teachers who, they're retiring because they're eligible, but they didn't want to retire, but all of the joy is being taken out of their profession. I've seen it and I've heard it. And we ought to be embarrassed about that as a state that that's happening. The job of state government is a lot of different things, but one of the things is to nurture the professionals who've dedicated a portion of their lives to helping our children. Now, it's very fashionable to say that you like teachers, but the proof is in the pudding. What do you actually do to support the teaching profession? But I know that you're frustrated. I know that your students are frustrated and stressed out. I know that your parents are going to be increasingly angry as we have all of these mandates being rolled out. All of us know, all of us in this room know that we're going the wrong way on education, but we're only one election away from changing course. And even though, I want you to know, that even though it feels like this current governor does not respect you, what I also want to let you know, having been in all 88 counties, is that the people of this state do respect you and the work that you do. And they're waiting to hear from you. We've got 6 months to have a real conversation with voters in this state. We've got 6 months where I need your help to do what you do best, which is to help educate people. We lost the election in 2010 because it was a dumbed-down election. It was just about John Kasich saying we had lost so many jobs. People didn't know, including a lot of teachers, what they were signing up for when they got this governor. But we in this room know what we got. But not everybody does. We've got to make this election mean something. We've got to start having those conversations. The most powerful thing in politics is a conversation between two people. And the people in this room are particularly qualified to have those conversations in the next 6 months. Now, this is a classic confrontation between two totally different views on education and what politics and government is really all about. And on the one side, we have motivated volunteers and the teachers of Ohio and working people of Ohio and middle-class people in Ohio. And on the other side, we have an enormous amount of money, an enormous amount of corporate interest. And I'm not naive, ladies and gentlemen. Corporations have an incredible amount of influence in our political system. It's one of the things that's sick and unhealthy about our political system. You remember, back in the 2012 election, Mitt Romney famously said that corporations are people. Do you remember saying that? Well, he said it and John Kasich believes it. But they're wrong. Corporations are not people. No child ever grows up and tells their mother, "Mom, someday I want to grow up and be a corporation." No corporation ever educated a child or comforted a child or took care of an elderly parent. No corporation sweats or bleeds or works or sacrifices or has a soul or laughs or cries or can vote. But you can do those things. And what I'm asking you to do in the next 6 months is just work with me, have those conversations we need to have. And it's not just going to be to eliminate a negative. It's going to be to build a state and build an education system in this state that's going to fulfill all of the reasons and all the hopes and aspirations that you had when you went into the education field in the first place. And if you'll just work with me for the next 6 months, we can do that if you help me. Thank you very much.